Welcome back to another DDO classic video. So, it looks like I haven't really moved much, but I've actually been out doing some stuff. So I went to the bank, cleaned up my inventory a little bit. I ended up going back to Korthos Island anyway, because for one thing, I still didn't get that ring of protection from the rare monster. So I went out there and I farmed that for a while. Uh, I got multiple rings of alertness, the other ring that I already had. But then eventually I did get this engraved ring, which functions as a ring of protection. So that'll be nice, having an extra armor bonus. Um, also, um, oh yes. So at the end of the last video, I quite embarrassingly selected the wrong quest reward from the one that I really wanted. I wanted the protector set. Um, so I realized when I was over in Korthos that I can't get the end of chain reward again, but I can probably go and do the first quest that I got the first item from, which is what I decided to do. I went back and I did the sacrifices quest again, and I got the Pathfinder's boots. So I don't have the protection set, but I do at least have a set bonus with the Pathfinder pieces, which is pretty nice. The tumble bonus is kind of good. Striding will make me move faster, so that'll make everything a little more convenient. And then this is the thing that I accidentally picked. The resistance is still fine. Dex is not really relevant right now. But yeah, here's the Pathfinder set bonus. +2 to hit with all attacks. Not too shabby. Not the most useful thing, but it's not too shabby. I'm not going to complain about that. And then I also, while I was doing that, I got two other things. I got this alluring cloak of diplomacy. The diplomacy doesn't really matter. That's not going to be relevant at all. So basically, it's just a +1 charisma cloak, which actually is pretty relevant because I am a charisma-based character, and even though it doesn't give me a modifier yet, something I didn't share yet is right after I finished the tutorial, before I started making any videos, and some of you guys might have already seen it in my bags, I rolled a daily dice. In fact, you know what? I haven't done my daily dice yet. So let's go ahead and do the daily dice. Okay. I got a potion of fire shield. Now, the first time I did this, first time I rolled on this character, I rolled a 97, and I got this Tome of Leadership and Influence. How appropriate. So, I'm going to read this book, get a inherent +1, and then I'm going to put the cloak on, and that's going to give me an 18 charisma, which is going to be pretty sweet. Might as well use this XP potion or XP thing too. Cool. All right, let's read the book. I also, when I went to clean up my bank, I was looking in my shared bank, and apparently I have gotten a Tome of Bodily Health from something else in the past, and I think that I'm probably going to be playing this character enough that using a couple +1 tomes on it is not a bad idea. They're bound to account anyway. I can't use them on anything else, so let's pop this in there too. So both my odd stats that I got +1 item for are now going to get boosted to even numbers. And then I'm going to now have my feather cloak, which was very cool, is just going to be a clicky for whenever I need Featherfall, and I'll mostly be wearing the Charisma Cloak for now, which also looks pretty cool. Not a bad looking cloak at all. So yeah, there we go. I have an odd dex now because of this, but that doesn't really matter. 18 Charisma right off of Korthos Island. That's pretty good. And then the other thing that I found was this longsword of stunning. Now, stunning doesn't matter. I'm not using stunning. So again, this is a bonus that isn't going to affect anything. The Holy One, I'm not quite sure if Holy One is something that could have generated on level 1 items in the past. Let me see if I can find any information on that, actually. Let me check real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I tried to find information. There was a bunch of actually more information than I expected on the wiki about some of the changes to random loot generation over the history of the game, but I didn't really find the specific information I was looking for. So I think what I'm gonna do, because here's my thoughts. Um, I realized for one thing that the Lorn's Blade compared to the Ember Sickle is actually strictly better, more so than I thought, because I thought that the Ember Sickle was adding a d6 fire damage. It only is adding +1 fire damage. So the Sickle is actually, like, really not very good. It's only something I would use if I end up having to respec back into Shield for some reason. Probably won't do that, but I'm gonna probably hold on to the Sickle until I get another Sickle. Only for that reason. Um, so the Lorn's Blade is basically strictly better, because even when I'm not fighting monsters, humanoids, which I also looked up, what counts as that. And basically, other than the Sahuagin, it's nothing that I'm going to encounter for probably a pretty long time. It's stuff like Yuan Ti and gargoyles and medusas and minotaurs. Pretty the kind of monsters that I don't really remember fighting in quests until like several levels in. I think next several quests are mostly going to be like kobolds and bugbears and a few other goblinoid or um, lizard reptilian type creatures. So if I get a lizard bane thing, that'd be good. But anyway, this sword is better, but it is kind of niche in its greatest strength, and that's fine. The Holy Longsword of Stunning is strictly better than that. Well, okay, it's better except against those monstrous humanoid banes, but like I said, I'm not going to be fighting them again, so this will be much better. My concern is that maybe I'll get another cool named weapon, and then I'll feel like, oh, that's cool, but it's not as good. Because +1 and then also getting a d6 against evil creatures. Um, actually, is the d6? I know, I think the d6 is just holy damage, and it hits everything that's not evil. I think that's how that works. Um, but anyway, it's like that's basically everything. Or sorry, I said not evil. I meant it'll hit everything that's not good. But if I'm fighting things that are good, it's not. Why am I fighting them? It's not something that comes up very often. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to opt to use the sword. But when I find another named item, if I feel like it's been power crept by the luck that I got this item, I might opt to just use the other item instead. Because I'm not really sure if this sort of property is something. Because what I did find was that Holy was a property added after Stormreach. But then and when it was, or sorry, I don't think it was added, but I think it was changed, and I think it was downgraded because I think originally it was a +2 and it added 2d6 or something, but it was only worked against evil enemies or something like that. And then they adjusted all of the alignment based damage to a d6 or something. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. You can kind of treat this effectively just as like an elemental damage. We could assume it's lightning damage or something instead. Anyway, I don't want to ramble too much about this. Like I said, I'm just going to opt to use it anyway. Plus, look at that thing. That thing is holy. I am a paladin. I wield a holy sword. That's what we do. How does it look if I'm not doing the attack stance? Okay, there we go. That's also cool. Okay, so let me go ahead and add that to my weapon bar for now. What else did I want to do? Oh yeah, let's actually do some quests and stuff. So, actually, first thing I'm going to do is level up. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do. At level 3, we don't get an ASI, and if I did, it didn't matter. Okay, so here's what I'm actually gonna do first. Something you might not know, something I would have forgotten if I didn't stumble upon it when I was looking up quest stuff on the wiki, is that this guy technically has a quest. He doesn't have a thing that appears above his head, but whenever you first spawn in, you spawn up on this little island, you come, and if you have the mindset, see, these are refugees from Korthos, I guess? I don't know, maybe they're refugees from somewhere else. You talk to the harbor guard here, and he has a little skill challenge. Um, Refugees must pay a toll of 1 platinum piece to enter Stormreach. No exceptions. So I can just say a toll, you mean a bribe, or I can do a bluff, a diplomacy, a haggle, or an intimidate. And for some reason, I don't think they ever do this on other skill checks, like in quests, but they're actually saying what the DC is. And according to the wiki, this isn't even a d20 roll, it's just a stat check. Now, the lowest one is haggle, and that's probably the only one that I have any chance of succeeding on, but I'm 1 down. Should I wait until I get a charisma? I have a charisma item. I just boosted. I don't know how I'm going to get this extra. Maybe I'll get a haggle item somehow. So I have until level 5 to do this. In fact, it even says this is only available until you reach level 5. Until you reach level 5. So I'm actually going to wait on this one. Because I don't even know if I can beat it. So we're going to pass on that for now. I hope I remember, because I have no listing of that in my quest journal or anything. Like, I would have totally missed this if it wasn't offhandedly mentioned on a wiki page that I was reading, which was more about this next quest that we're actually going to do. So it says here, befriend Barty Cardamon in the Southern Docks. And as it just so happens, this is on the list of quests that actually give names items. So I'm curious. I have a handful of other ones I'd also like to do, but this quest, these are all level 2 quests, which is what I am now. I'll probably even take my level 3. And I'm curious where they're going to send me after I do this. So I'm just going to do this one first. Maybe get some items, maybe run a few more times on hard and elite, try to ransack it. Try to at least get the items that are interesting from this, and we'll go from there. So let's talk to him. Baundry Cartamon. This city's lifeblood is trade. It flows through my warehouses into the Stormreach's great market. But this city is also full of scoundrels and thieves, all seeking to steal their own piece of the wealth. I suppose that's why you're here too, Paladin, looking for wealth, and perhaps some fame and glory too. He knows me too well, guys. He knows me too well. Well, if it just so happens you're looking to protect your wealth, I could be a help. Haven't you heard? I am the hero who saved Korthos. Ah, so you're looking for work, are you? I can provide it. Hazadill's warehouses compete against my own. The lout is foul and unscrupulous. A pustule on the back of all free agents. Okay, so this is one of the factions. We have the free agents, which I think this is going to give me favor with the free agents if I do his quests. He sent a horde of kobolds, scrabbling tooth and claw, to attack my warehouse. They must be after a cargo entrusted to me by the coin lords. That's another faction. Thank the host that my foreman got wind of this. Go see him. Tamber Smite, just up the road by my warehouse. Tell him, fend off the kobolds. Help him fend off the kobolds. Very well, I will see Tamber Smite and handle your problem. And he gives me a small collectible bag. Awesome. I noticed that the Korthos quests, none of them gave me collectibles, which is fine. that's probably why they do this here and now, to introduce it to you. I usually don't follow like whatever this is telling me whenever it tells me to go to a place, but it's kind of interesting when it's trying to tell me to go somewhere that I was probably going to go eventually anyway. So let's just do it. All right, Timber Smite, a foreman of a cardamom storage. Me and my master Baundry, we got a problem. Kobolds are getting into the warehouse. I know a thing or two about traps, and I can stuff the cracks they're squirming through. But lots already snuck in. If you must protect the big, if you just protect the big crate in Cardamon's shipping warehouse for a couple minutes, I can stop them for good. All right, sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Okay, so I remember this quest. This is just going to be a sort of um, protect the thing quest. Before I go in there, though, one thing I want to talk to Grudug Meat Hands. This orc. Yeah, he's. I don't know if he's an orc or a half orc. I think he's an orc, a full orc. Um. Anyway, I want some hireling contracts. Let's see. Who's my level 2 options here? Because let's see. Wait, this is a different sorcerer that okay, this is not people that I had previously. Level 2. Oh, there's a oh wait, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It says level. I want to look for level 2. Sorcerer, Parfor the Parfor the Lethargic. He's an elf sorcerer. Magic missile. Okay. A wizard with summon magic monster. That's cool. A paladin. A bard. Bard's not a bad idea. Basically, if they have healing, then they're probably helpful. But she's got other buffs too. I like the idea of a bard. All right, let's grab the bard. Ronan Alborn. Though his love for showmanship occasionally gets the best of him, Ronan rarely fails to enchant his audiences. He's a human bard. Sure, sounds like a plan. Okie dokes. And then the other thing, I gotta level up. So, should be paladin trainer around here somewhere. Everyone but the paladin, of course. There we go. Here we go. Templar. Okay. Believe. I may be old, but I'm a paladin of the Silver Flame, regardless of which god a paladin follows. We all gain strength from our faith, and we all wield that strength with armor, sword, and shield against the evil of this world. Now is that future Now is that the future you seek for yourself? I have trained many paladins over the years. You seek my guidance. Yes, let's do a training montage. Which means I say UMD? Yeah, let's keep advancing UMD. I'll do this until it won't let me get a full one, and then I'll just do concentration. I'll alternate every other level. Because I don't like leaving a half point in. I feel like that's kind of wasteful. Alright, next is my level 3 feat, which I am fairly sure I know what I want. Let's hide the unavailable feats. And it's Child of Faith. Because I'm using favored weapons. You gain attack and damage rolls with your favored weapons you wield. Simple and martial weapons give you +2 to attack and damage. So that's pretty good. Let's do it. Sounds like a plan. Is it the absolute best option? Probably not. Maybe taking one of the shield focus things would have been better, but it looks cool, so I'm taking it. And people can tell me later if I made the wrong choice. Saying the world's shutting down in 30 minutes, so we're on the clock right now. Timber Smite. Oh yeah, let's just talk to him. I can smell the kobolds. They're nearby. You protect the coin lord's crate from the kobolds. That's the big crate in the middle of the warehouse. I'll hold them off for just 5 minutes. That'll be enough time for me to get finished setting the traps. All right, sounds like a plan. All right. Whoa, he died very quickly. For one thing, I mean, they're kobolds. And also, oh, I have extra enhancement points I just haven't spent. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll worry about that later. I know that this quest can be a little tricky, to be honest. Like, there's just so many of them swarming in, and because I don't have, like, AoE or anything, it's kind of like, they'll get around you, a couple of them will hit it, and if they kill the crate, then you're screwed. And I don't know if actually repair spells work. Not that I have any, but hypothetically. Come on! Jeez, he's zigging and zagging. Hard stuff. It's these guys. I don't have any cleave yet. People might have said, yeah, you should have taken cleave. You knew you were gonna do this quest. Maybe they're right. I think cleave is... Oh, actually, no. So here's the thing with cleave. I am not taking cleave on this character because the enhancement trees have cleaves built in, and they don't count for qualifying, and they share cooldowns, so there's really no reason to take cleave. The only reason to take cleave is if I wanted it before I can take the enhancement, but honestly, I probably have the points. I can probably get close to it if I can't already get it. Problem is really just I forgot to go and actually do that before I came into quest, so... Am I really gonna lose this? I was thinking I probably wasn't gonna have to actually summon the bard until a later quest, but I'm thinking I needed on the first one. Because this is kind of a lot of aggro. Nice. I can't even target the box to see how damaged it is. Good thing he gave me that treasure bag, because I'm already getting lots of treasure. I just took acid damage. Maybe I should have got a wizard with a... I feel like I'm doing okay. We got 30 seconds left. If it breaks now, I'm gonna be pretty upset, but... I think normally I would have, before I initiated the fight by talking to the dude, I would have run around and actually broke everything first to make sure I got the bonus XP, but I'm not really worried about that too much.
The crate has survived, and Tambor has placed its traps. No more kobolds should be able to find their way into the warehouse.
Ooh. Is it gonna increase any? Is it gonna keep counting kills if I'm killing these guys? No, so it's not gonna count these things either. Yeah. Nope. Alright. So, let's claim our loot. We don't get any named items from this. Basically, there are some 4 named items from the quest chain, but they're all from the final quest. So what I'll probably end up doing is do the first 2 quests, and then go do the last quest repeatedly until I get some good stuff. At least the stuff that I really care about. Bravo! We showed those kobolds what for. Body told me he would have the contents of this chest here. You could have the contents of this here chest if you succeeded, and you did splendidly. Good thing, too, because I already took the stuff. Now, what shall I do with the kobolds we've caught? Should I slay the duplicate little buggers? The duplicitous little buggers, or I could show mercy and release them outside. What do you say? Kobolds are treacherous and will stab you in the back if you give them the chance. You should slay them. Or, they've learned their lesson and I wouldn't stoop to their level. You should show them mercy. Aw, man, I have to make a moral decision. There are no stakes here. This is literally just an RP choice. I think I am a lawful good character. I think I am going to say... yeah, show mercy. Because here's the thing. Even if you kill them, there's always more kobolds. You know, I'd rather have these kobolds released and then say, hey, tell all the other kobolds, don't bother with this stuff. It's not worth it. They're gonna catch you. Stay out of the warehouse. You know, there'll be warnings for the others. Rather than kill them and then you still didn't really solve the kobold problem. You only solved these specific kobolds being a problem. Oh, well that's it. There's literally just RP because quest is over. Okay. We done. I think now we talk to Baundry? Yes. I keep thinking Baundry. It's Baundry. Baundry Cartamon. Baundry. The Coin Lord's cargo is safe? Good, good. While you were dealing with Hazadill's kobolds, I made a few discreet inquiries about his shipping practices. Turns out Hazadill takes in contraband from 3 Barrel Cove. That cargo is going to make Hazadill rich, and it's drenched in the blood of innocents as well. Clearly, it's our civic responsibility to put a stop to it. I paid Harmon Taft to let you into Hazadill's warehouse. Go there, make sure Hazadill can't make a single copper piece from that cargo. Wait. So, Hazadill is his rival merchant, or storage tycoon, or whatever they call it, whatever their business is. He sent kobolds to attack Baundry's place. And then he found out that Hazadill was taking stolen, or at least illegal stuff from 3 Barrel Cove, which is like a pirate outpost. Cargo is going to make Hazadill rich, and it's drenched in the blood of innocents as well. Okay, so he's taking the high road here. He's saying, oh, it's not only contraband that's going to make him rich, but it's blood money. It's dirty. It is our civic duty to put a stop to it. Never mind the fact that it would also help my business, getting him in trouble. He paid Harmon Taft, who's who I'm going to go to let me into his warehouse. Go there and make sure he can't make copper off the cargo. Okay. Because the cargo is contraband, he feels justified. And I suppose that's all well and good. So let's do it. Wait, that's the wrong direction. We go this way. Never mind, I was going the right way. I just misread the map because I walked too far. Let's go this way. All right. So this is Baundry's warehouse, right? Cardamon shipping warehouse. This is Hazadill's warehouse. Wow. I can see why these are just two bickering neighbors. Cardamon Taft, a dock worker. Shipment just came in from Three Barrel Cove. Ooh. Excuse me. It's plunder from the pirates there, taken from ships on their way to Stormreach. Wait, so okay. He says it's plunder from pirates that are taken from ships on their way to Stormreach. It almost sounds like people robbed the pirates, but I think they're saying the pirates did the robbing and then we got the plunder from them. Baundry Cardamon really has a thing for Hazadill. He wants you to destroy the whole shipment. That's why he paid me to distract the guards. I can give you 10 minutes, no more. You'll have to destroy the crates in Hazadill's shipping warehouse before then. Stealing from a pirate, eh? Sounds fair enough. Alright, so when I said we were on the clock, I forgot that, like, both of these quests, we are literally, like, on the clock.
You
And
enter
this
into
is
Hazadill's
definitely a
shipping.
quest
Crates
where
line the walls. Time to start
being
smashing.
a shameless crate smasher pays off. But also, I'm going to be slowed down by the fact that I don't have, like, I don't have spells that go boom real big. You know? That's what I would normally do. I'd be throwing Sonic Blast everywhere. But we don't have access to that, so we just gotta swing our sword. Which clearly is, more powerful than we need for a
3
job
exits
like
lead
this.
the room. You must hurry before Hazadill knows you are here. Keep smashing his crates.
There should be a magic weapon called, like, Crate Bane or something like that. And whenever you hit a crate with it, it just blows up and it hits all other crates in an area. So it basically would do what the Sonic Blast does, or whatever that spell is, except on a melee weapon, so that martial characters could do that trick too. They would have to carry around a weapon switch, so like it would still be kind of tedious. But for a quest like this, it'd be pretty cool. Especially if we found one in the chest in the previous quest, then it would be like, okay, how appropriate. Come on. Okay, I thought I was going to spend way too long. I kind of already did spend way too long trying to break that one crate. I think we're a little behind pace here. But I think the next room has a bunch. Okay. So I basically climbed up there and looked around and found out ain't no crates. No little ones that I can actually smash. I probably should have cut this part out. I forgot that this is kind of a boring quest. That's fine. You guys can obviously just fast forward the video until you stop seeing crates getting smashed. Oh, come on. Up! Sometimes this game is buggy in weird ways. I know there's one more crate over there. Do I really need every crate? Okay, we're on pace now. I might have done my math wrong before, but I think we're on pace now. This is two. Double crate. There we go. I don't remember if it ends as soon as I've smashed so many crates, or if it's like as soon as I smash so many crates, then trouble shows up or something like that. Okay, well, I guess I am coming up here. I don't think I can make this jump. Oh, we did it. It was the grunt that did it. That's how I know it. That's the key to jumping in video games, guys. You gotta go whenever you jump, and you make it every time. Every time it works some of the time. I don't know why I'm bothering to come down here. I only need to kill 2 more crates. Let's see what happens. Is it going to extend how many I got to do? It's going to say, oh yeah,
As
now
the
there's
last
50 more.
crate splinters to bits,
Nope.
you know that you have successfully stopped Hazadill's illicit trade.
Yes. His illicit trade. Okay, it's going to stop counting at 50. I'm curious if there's anything else in here. I am going to have to come back in here for the final quest. Deal with Hazadill and his bugbear cronies or whatever. But I'm kind of just curious if there's anything relevant down here that I find. Because I know I can go up here. I think this is... I'll at least take the cabinet. Well, because the server's about to go down, I don't think I want to start the last quest because I think it's... Okay, well, it's probably not going to let me spot it, is it? No. I'm probably going to stop here for the quest, return later for the final quest with the good stuff. Yeah, that's what I was remembering. There is a secret thingy, but it's behind a secret door. So let's not worry about it. All right, all done. Let's go talk to Barty. He'll send us to retrieve the stolen goods, which presumably that means that they will have snuck into his place and stole stuff. Or it's like the kobolds. It's probably the kobolds that already had taken stuff. Um, Plus, I think doing more than 2 quests. I don't know, man. Yeah, we're not gonna do that last quest in 10 minutes, are we? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do it in 10 minutes because that last one was a 10-minute quest. And I forgot to read the end dialogue, but you know how it is. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. We will continue after the update. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do my enhancement points. Oh, I only get 1. And this is the cleave that I was talking about. It costs two action points though. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till I get 1 more point then, and then I'll take the cleave. That'll be good. Ooh, extra imbue dice. That's a strict upgrade to my Slayer of Evil. Those are both really good upgrades. I'll probably wait for this one first. Okay. See you next time.